we're sitting here thinking like, all right, the ground is white. There's snow on the ground. What the fuck are we going to talk about today? We can only talk so much about simulator golf. There's nothing going on in professional golf right now.
Literally nothing.
So like, what's the first move? You might ask me, Tyler.
What's the first move, Ryan?
You just go to Reddit Golf.
Reddit Golf.
Still, longtime lurker, 0-time poster.
Hey, I want people to know that your boy has pretty decently high karma on Reddit.
Really?
Is that so? Is that how things are measured? Is karma?
Yeah, basically like the amount of times you post and the amount of upvotes you get on it.
Yeah.
I have for a guy that you wouldn't expect, I have a sneaky high karma.
Is that in your book series stuff?
Yeah, I'm on a bunch of fucking Reddit threads going through nerd books.
So you got some good takes on those books then.
Yeah,
you got a lot of karma.
I don't have good takes. I pose a lot of good questions.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm only a part of 2 threads, which those 2 being r/golf and r/lawn care.
Nice. That checks out.
2 very helpful, but I'm like, okay, let's go to Reddit Golf and see what's going on. And right before I said this, I'm like, I just haven't been able to find that many good topics of conversation that I feel like our listeners would be interested in.
I know, because r/golf, it's one of 2 scenarios. It's overly serious.
Yep.
Or overly ridiculous.
Correct.
We really never. It's tough to find something that's that nice middle ground.
Until right now.
Until today.
Literally the first post that was on the thread.
Also, if you hear weird smacking in the mic, Ryan's eating a banana on the podcast. That's what that is for you mouth noise haters at home.
He just finished
Ryan and his nanner.
My wife's gonna kill me. Okay, I'm nannered up.
Yep.
Literally the first post, r/golf. What are your favorite less common golf slang terms?
Mm-hmm.
So we have like worm burner or
piss missile,
duck hook or
see that's what I'm glad.
Gimme, mulligan, 19th hole.
Those are common though.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what we have. These are all less common golf slang terms. And I'm like, okay, it can't be anything too original until I scroll to the first comment.
Oh boy.
When someone catches it fat, but they still make it on the green, we call it a Wisconsin stripper. A little bit chunky, but she's a little bit chunky, but she's still dancing. What a start to the thread.
How do you even think of that?
That's local incredible. Too. I love that.
Wisconsin stripper.
Dude, I'm
a little bit chunky, but you're still dancing.
I'm notorious for a couple Wisconsin strippers around.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take a Wisconsin stripper, dude, as long as you're dancing.
Yeah, especially, I mean, a little, like if it's playing a little downhill, I mean, you got to account for the rollout, unless you're going to stick one right in the middle, maybe spin her back a bit, but I mean, Wisconsin stripper is in the bag at all times.
Dude, speaking of rollout, if I know anything about Wisconsin strippers, they got rolls, dude.
Oh, yeah. I'd even say just Midwest strippers in general.
You got to remember this and just surprise your golf group, like first round next year. And just roll that out. They're going to be like, what are you talking about?
Yep,
like,
I'm going to...
You just don't get it.
I'm gonna screenshot that right now. Next one. I don't know. It may get even better. This guy played with a lady, and when she hit one low, instead of a worm burner, which is what we call it, she called it a snake raper.
That's fantastic.
That's actually a really good
little
one.
Aggressive. Can't put that one on TikTok or we'll get fucking demonetized ASAP. No, it's just funny.
Censor the whole thing. I'll censor Ryan's mouth too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Played with a British dude that called it a Sally Gunnell because it runs like hell but looks like shit. I don't know who that is.
Is that probably some track runner?
Yeah, we this other guy, we call it a Sonia O'Sullivan here in Ireland. It referring to the worm burner. Let's see what else we got.
What was that? Sally Gunnell? How do I spell Gunnell?
Gunnell.
British athlete.
Yeah. Runs like hell, but looks like shit.
I just looked it up, dude.
That's so fucking mean.
God, this is another good one. I'm going to see if you guys can guess this one. When it doesn't feel good, meaning like a top ball that runs up the fairway, but it's a safe shot. Doesn't feel good, but it's a safe shot.
I mean, this could go a million
so
ways.
many different ways.
And I feel like if you go too dark with it, it's gonna be like not as bad. I don't know.
This one's called the condom shot.
Okay.
When it doesn't feel good, but it's a safe shot.
That's
Okay,
good.
okay,
My head wasn't there. I was really racking it. I was thinking sexual stuff again.
Okay.
I know the condom is technically sexual, but
Yeah, we got a lipped out putt.
Oh,
Call it prom night. All lips, no hole. Jesus. Guy I played with called this one Monica Lewinsky.
oh, that's good.
Let's. Oh my goodness, this one is why. I mean, I could just keep getting.
dog, keep going, keep ripping them off.
This guy, he called this same one a lipped out putt. He called it a Kim Kardashian because nothing white's going in that hole.
Jesus Christ!
See, that's the stuff you get on r/golf. Let's see here.
Some of these are incredibly creative.
I think can we assign some homework for next week? Let's each of us come up with 3 of our own.
Okay, this one is like this one is just like very like quick-witted. It's nothing really clever, but someone hits a bad putt and your playing partner goes, right club though.
That's good.
That's a classic.
I've never heard that, but that's good.
G Dave will hit me with if I hit a putt short, he'll be like smart to lay up there.
Yeah. Yep. Or if you top one.
Yep.
I don't know if layup was the play there.
Let's see if we can. You ever hear someone call the fringe frog hair?
No.
I haven't either, but apparently
frogs don't have hair.
this guy has
Rolled it up to the
well,
frog
I
hair.
think that's.
I mean, wouldn't the
That's-
green be the frog hair then? The shortest of the grass?
Okay, I got to get. Oh fuck! This is. Let's end on this one.
Okay.
Let's end it on this
Is
one.
it safe to say?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your
No,
reaction
this is
was
a
bad.
classic joke. Corporal Nobby asks, or he gives his. I'm just gonna read it. The Lance Armstrong for they call it the Lance Armstrong when a putt ends up one ball short.
Oh.
I got to screenshot
That's
all
good.
these. I
That's
have
good.
to put all of these in my back pocket. I kind of want to keep going.
Please do.
Let's see.
Okay, how about next one? Give us the term first. We'll try to guess what it means
When you hit a shot that is just okay,
or not.
it's called a son-in-law shot.
give us.
Not really what I was hoping for, but I can live with it. A mother-in-law shot is one that looked good going away, but just didn't go far enough.
Right. Give us the term first, and we'll try to guess what it means.
Okay.
Sorry
You
about
good, Noah?
that. I just pulled the mic out of the mic stand. Sorry about the bass drop there.
Okay. If you dunk a chip shot in, if you dunk a chip shot in the hole, what are they calling it? It's a phrase.
Mhm.
Is it
Give us. Is it dirty?
yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
Yes.
Okay. I was gonna say like a poster, like basketball, like, oh, you dunked on it.
I like that. I
Yep.
was gonna say
From
a
the free
swish,
throw
but that's
line.
lame.
Yep.
Um
This is a dirty one.
dunk on, like you dunked it from
Hot dog down a hallway.
No, but that is a good one.
that is a good one.
I don't think you guys aren't going to get it.
It's I feel like a few of the early ones we could have been a little closer. We're getting into the deep cuts now.
Yeah.
When you dunk a chip, this guy calls it straight in, no kissing.
That's good.
No foreplay.
I like
Yeah.
that one. I got to find one more.
I feel like all of these like phrases would come out like when you're playing with like a random.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Sleepy John 1 2 3. What does he call a shot that you hit thin but you'll take it anyway? This is the name of an actress.
Thin, but you'll take it anyway.
Yeah, I mean this could be anyone.
Yeah.
It's all subjective.
Keira Knightley.
Okay, no, Kate Moss.
Close.
Hitting a Kate Moss.
She's got terrible eating disorder.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that she's like anorexic.
Oh, Well,
you Googling that for me, Noah?
Yeah.
So I don't look
Hopefully
like a fucking idiot.
Hopefully she gets better. I mean, honestly. Okay. Well, Sleepy John, 1, 2, 3.
I'm pretty sure Kate Moss is dead.
Kate Moss says, quote unquote, nothing tastes as good as skinny feels.
Is she the one that made the purses that died?
Yeah, there's a Kate Moss purse.
Yeah.
Are you
thinking of Kate Spade?
Kate Spade.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Kate Spade.
Yep. Yeah, you can tell.
My B.
We've never bought our wives Kate Spades before.
Nope. My wife has a Kate Spade. R.I.P.
Did she die?
She died.
Dead.
She died a couple years.
What about Calvin Klein? Is he dead?
No, he's alive.
Big fan of your undies, pal.
Okay. What? This is the name of. Okay. So this one is you take 2 shots in the bunker. It's the name of it's the name of a dictator.
2 shots in the bunker.
Is that it's a Hitler joke, right?
Yeah.
Adolf Hitler is when you take 2 shots in the bunker.
Oh my god.
Oh, just a quick Hitler down
Think
there.
about that. That's just a suicide joke about him and Ava Braun.
Yep.
Oh man.
Nah, we don't need to feel bad. That guy. Fuck that guy.
I know.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
We can feel bad.
Hey,
about
I don't think hot take here. I wasn't a fan of Hitler.
Hey,
I don't know if that's
easy, man. We got to cool those takes off.
Any wayward shot, yank one left, you slice one right. Good angle in from there. Now these are just like
quick on your feet.
Little chippy shots towards your playing partner.
I'll say you got a good shot from there. I don't say angle.
When I know I've caught my chip thin and desperately need it to stop, check please, table 1. I don't really understand that one, but it's kind of.
You're trying to get out of there.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
A lot of these quick-witted ones are like good. If you're quick with them, they're like twice as funny.
I've already forgot like the first half of them.
Yeah.
This is when someone hits a heavy slice and they say, right, way right. Adam Wainwright.
I don't get it.
Who's Adam Wainwright?
Wainwright.
Yeah, but who says way right? You say for right.
Yeah, I don't know. That, or maybe you're just saying, oh, fuck, that's way right.
Oh, he's a pitcher. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Pitcher.
This one is when you're close to the hole. Like when you hit a really good shot and you had no business hitting that shot. You had no business being there. So you're close to the hole and no business being there.
Oh, it's got to be like something about out kicking your coverage, like banging a chick way harder.
Okay, that's a good guess. This one's called the stepsister shot.
You got no business being there.
After you hit a killer slice, that's so far right. That's so far right. It's going to invade Poland. I hit a monster hook and somebody called me Nancy Pelosi.
This is so far left.
Oh man,
dude, these are really good.
Hey, wait, anything down the fairway is bipartisan. Yeah, I'm playing bipartisan today. Right down the middle.
These are really good. This is kind of just a classic. You hit a shot, you're gonna like the way that one looks. What do they call that shot?
You're gonna like the way that one looks. I don't know.
That's the Men's Warehouse shot.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's good.
Let's see. Okay, this is a long one, but the name of it is worth reading. When you make great contact, but it goes through the trees and comes out safe on the other side. So you murdered that shot and got away with it.
Oh God,
you murdered that shot, got away with it.
Yeah. Is it the OJ Simpson?
Yeah.
That's an OJ. That's an OJ shot.
That one hit more lips than a drunk dentist.
Drunk gynecologist.
Yeah. See.
Let's see.
It's just it goes on and on, man.
One more roll would have sunk that putt. This one's called a Fidel. Needed just one more revolution.
Jesus.
Dude, these ones are that's
where do they come up with this shit?
I don't know, but I gotta save this thread. I'm gonna send it to the group because this is something that every golfer needs in their back pocket.
Dude.
Like the common slang terms they're getting a bit overused these days.
Yeah, especially because fucking podcasters just keep ripping them out.
I would agree. Whoopsies.
R bad.
R/bad.
Hey,
Ryan, I think you need to get active on Reddit. You'd have a lot of karma by now.
He would love Reddit, dude.
Dude, I think it's one of those. I only go on it Wednesday mornings, and I don't know why. Instead of like scrolling Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, I should just start scrolling Reddit because number one, it's technically reading. So if your goal in let's say 2025 New Year's resolution is to read more, just start reading Reddit.
Right.
I think you would really, it's one of those things though, where once you start, you're going to be in on it. It's kind of like the whole eBay situation for you. Once Tyler, you started, you were in. If
you get me on a eBay reselling thread, I may never come out of that thread.
Yeah. Yep.
I may just dissolve into the r/eBay reselling.
I could totally see it.
I got to come up with a clever username though. That's the thing.
No, you don't. None of those names. You don't need to be clever.
That's true. No one's reading the username anyway.
Yeah. They just call you OP.
Yeah.
Original post.
Yeah. It took there. I will admit I had to look up a couple acronyms that were being thrown around. I had no idea what OP was,
dude. And then every thread you get in has its own. You love acronyms, so you were born for Reddit.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
every thread you go in has its own language of acronyms that you got to decipher over time of reading those threads.
What's the etiquette in Reddit? Because when I worked, when I ran the social media for the last company I worked for, I was gonna start getting into Reddit with like our products, not to push the products, but more so just to showcase the lifestyle, I guess you would, home gym fitness equipment. But everything I had read was like, you kind of got to be careful on Reddit. Otherwise you may get demolished.
So when it comes to Reddit, there is no etiquette.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, it is like it's like the wild, wild west of social media. It can span from like really informative stuff to like about as bad and dirty as you can think of. Like, I'm pretty sure there's one that's like gore or like cute video, something like that, where like you click on a video and like you don't know what you're getting.
It could be a head getting cut off or a kitten playing with a ball of yarn.
Gotcha.
Or it could be a kitten playing with a ball of yarn and then it gets shot by like a shotgun or something like that. Like, it's like the most disturbing shit. But like, I feel like Reddit's good because if you open up, like, it opens up conversation for other people. So like if you started like when you're working with PRX, if you opened up it's like a chat room for it or whatever, or a page for it, like people would post their setups or, whatever.
Yeah, I went with the private Facebook group instead.
So what
that is safer.
Each community like will at the top, if you want to join r/golf, like you go to their community page and it'll tell you the rules.
Sure. Okay.
So like, if there are no rules, it's just going to be blank up there. So like all the nerd books I'm on, like 99% of them are like spoiler free. If you're going to post a spoiler, you need to make it collapsed and have a warning tag. So like if you want to talk about shit at the end of the book, you have to put the spoiler tag and then make it so you can't preview the post until you're in it. So
there is one singular person who created r/golf.
Correct.
Yeah, and then they can. It's kind of like Twitch streaming. They can create other moderators.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Is that guy like? Can that guy get rich by any means?
I don't. That's what I've wondered. Does he get money off of like a certain amount of posts? Like, there's money in social media, so you'd think so.
Yeah, you would think so because there's ads all over Reddit.
Yeah,
like on threads and stuff.
Interesting. Here's the weird thing about like my mindset with Reddit is I'm a little bit afraid to put something out there and then get demolished for it.
That's the beauty of it. You're completely anonymous.
But Tyler, it's the complete opposite when we sit down here on Wednesday mornings and film the podcast.
We're not anonymous. They see our faces.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
So like I have no problem coming into the podcast and like stirring up some shit with the golf hardos out there that I know is probably going to be a clip later in the week. I have no problem with that. And I have no problem with my face and our page being front facing.
Right.
But Reddit is like, oh geez, God, I don't know if I should post this beautiful sunset picture playing fall golf because someone might be like, you're a fucking loser.
Stopping and taking a picture. Pace of play, you fucking loser.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, honestly, though, the worst case scenario is like you just don't get any upvotes and you fade into obscurity.
Sure. I also think I don't know. Maybe I don't want to fade it. Maybe I'm already in.
You're addicted to the limelight.
No, maybe I'm already in obscurity and I don't want to like try and get out of it and then go back into it.
Yeah, just stay a fly on the wall then.
It's kind of fun actually being a fly on the wall.
Yeah, I mean, I had Reddit and I would just read posts, and then I had questions of my own that I couldn't figure out where they were answered, and then I started and I couldn't stop. Now I'm fucking posting on there every 3 days.
You are?
Oh yeah, I'm on these book things all the fucking time.
Really?
Because I'm in between. Like I finished all the books and I'm waiting for one to come out in December, and so I have all these questions, and one other friend of mine has read these books, and that's it. So I have no one to talk to about it.
Interesting. You know, the interesting thing about golf is for me anyways, like you'll openly ask a question about a book, and you're going to get like good answers and good feedback from it. Where I feel like in the sport of golf, if you ask a question, you are just a dumbass and you're the biggest loser out there because you don't know, like you don't know this or don't know that. It's like the golfing community, like the people who are posting shit on golf posts, no matter what the page is, like, I mean, we've talked about it how many times before. It's like the biggest hardo community out there. So it's like, I feel like I would never go to Reddit if I had a question about golf.
What's nice?
I would ask someone that I trust, being like Lucas or Travis, our PXG fitter, or whoever.
So yeah, it totally depends on the topic. But like I was talking to Miles about this the other day. Like if you guys were to get, like if I had a friend give me advice on my truck, I am second guessing every single.
For sure.
But if some fucking rando on Reddit tells me I need to check this, I'm doing it.
Dude, 100%.
I don't know why I trust random user 6582 more than I trust one of my best friends telling me car advice.
Dude, whenever I've had a question about my truck, like when I was looking at getting new tires for my truck, that is the only place I looked.
Right. It's like, why do I trust all the mechanics on Reddit, but I don't trust my buddy?
It's gotten to a point where if I have a question, if I just have a question about anything, I'll ask the question in Google and then I'll just put Reddit at the end.
Yeah.
So that's my first step.
Yep.
You've seen the stupid shit that your friends do. You don't know anything about
true.
You think only good things about this person who's posting on Reddit. So
yeah, and then this guy who's giving you car advice is also like stealing catalytic converters, like Monday through Friday.
That guy knows his shit.
Exactly. He does know how to
if he can get a catalytic converter out of a vehicle without anyone catching him quietly and efficiently, that guy knows his engines.
Yeah, and he's probably got a decent amount of money.
Yeah.
What's nice about golf Reddit though, there's a subsection on it that is beginner questions.
Oh.
And I've looked through there and there's a lot of like friendly, obviously if you're scrolling through as a non-beginner, you're looking to help.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's filtered through separately.
Okay.
Which is nice. And I looked through the comments and that was where that Reddit story was of the guy whose coach told him that he would never be a golfer. And everybody was like, don't listen to him. Like,
yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah. So, but like if you filtered in a beginner question through just the generic r/golf, I feel like you would get some pretty nasty guys.
I think that's
commenting towards you.
I think that's the last step in terms of like all of the, like we've had a ton of YouTube golf championships and shit like that. There should be like an anonymous like Reddit r/golf championship to where like you got to record your round, you got to post it, but everyone's face is blurred out. So they're always in obscurity. And I would say confidently that Reddit is the best social media platform for golfers.
Yeah.
In terms of getting like good quality advice
for improvement.
I would just say in general, because in Reddit, you're getting to hear like stories from 18-year-old caddies at prestigious country clubs where there's just a bunch of hoity-toity, kind of dirtbag dudes who are doing shit that no one really sees because it's at a country club, but you have this 16, 17, 18-year-old caddy who's like spilling the beans. That's the shit that I like to read. And that's the only place you can get that is Reddit.
I mean, the only thing I disagree with on Reddit being the best place is like the YouTube golf scene is way more entertaining than Reddit golf.
I agree.
Yeah.
But just in turn, like for watching purposes, yes. But just in terms of reading, like Golf Digest is good. They have a lot of good articles, but it's, I don't know.
One out of every 10 is interesting.
For sure.
Yeah.
And like not all those like big pages like resonate with guys like us.
For sure.
But like hearing the stories of average golfers or someone, like behind the scenes of something that you never really get to see. That's cool.
Yeah.
So like it definitely has its place.
Complete side note. Remember last week we talked about Jordan Weber?
Yeah.
The guy that's winning a bunch of money and the number one simulator golfer in the world. I'm actively DMing with him.
Let's go.
He's coming on next week.
Let's go.
Nice.
To chit chat about the next golf tour.
Where's he from? Do you know?
I think it's said on the thing in the article. I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
And the
is
tournament,
he from Iowa?
Something like that.
The tournament starts a week from today too. So that's like
next Wednesday.
Yep.
God, next Wednesday is when our the Black Friday sale goes live. So we're gonna be busy.
We're gonna be
beep that out. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, Jordan Weber, the guy damn near made $100K playing simulator golf tournaments. Doesn't even have to leave his hometown. He wouldn't even have to leave his house, but I think his simulator is somewhere else.
I think it's in a shop that him and his buddies built a simulator in.
Yeah, he's from.
Dude, that is, the story is still mind-boggling to me that this is even a thing.
So, do we know what year he won this tournament? Because
last year.
Okay,
last year, yeah,
because he was a college golfer around like 2006, 2007.
Yeah, that
so
was in the article. Like
right.
he tried to go pro, didn't really pan out. Then he was doing like some finance gig.
It's cool how late in his like career that he revived it.
Yeah,
like,
so he's
you
probably
really think it's over.
He's
at that
probably
point.
late 30s, early 40s.
Yeah,
that would check out.
Because I graduated college 2016.
Mm-hmm.
If he went to school 06, 07, yeah,
10 years older than us.
Yeah, late 30s, early 40s.
Yeah.
Interesting. And the tour, which I also did know, is called the Next Golf Tour.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So there's an actual simulator tour. These guys got. I mean, they got the press. With Golf Digest, that's where I found it.
Yeah, I think the things that I would find the most interesting. I want to hear the tour is cool, and I want to hear about that. But I think I kind of got the gist of that. The one thing in the article that I'm really interested in is all the nuance on how and the differences between being good at simulator golf as opposed to regular golf.
For sure.
And he's talking about like doing the math equations in his head for putting and stuff.
Yeah. We got to get those equations.
We got to get them. He's got to license those to us somehow.
Yeah. We just need we'll build something in like our project management software to where we can just like plug numbers in, like slope, distance, whatever.
I think that's all we need.
Spits a number out like, oh, you should aim 1.5 feet to the right of the center of your simulator.
Yeah, and then we'll still fuck up the pace.
Yeah, no, 1.5
Right
feet to
club,
the 1.5 feet to the
true.
Right at 60%. But it's like, I can't swing 60%.
Thanks for the numbers. Not going to help.
Right.
Yeah, you know how they have that club where you like you essentially like cock back the, I don't know, whatever it is.
Are you talking about like the driver that?
Yeah, the driver where you like have to cock this thing back and then you just hit a button and it fucking catapults it straight out. You've seen it before.
I've seen the one where like he puts in he shoots it with a 22 shell, not the shock golf balls, but like you put a shell in the club and you just set it by it and press a button.
Oh, maybe that's it then.
I haven't seen anything where you have to like cock it or anything like that.
Could that like kill somebody?
I don't know. Try it.
Next video, next long form video is going to be, can we kill somebody with the automatic driver?
It'd be great though if you had a club like that to where you could cock it back to 60%.
I'd like to read into the rules of this like tournament. Like,
well, we said we were going to read into the rules, and did we? No.
We'll let Jordan tell us.
Yeah. He's going to give us the whole scoop next week, which is going to be kind of sweet because, we essentially we have like kind of a rich guy coming on the podcast. He's rich. He's rich from simulator golf.
I mean,
I've made $0. How much have you guys made from sim golf?
I mean, if we count the ad revenue from videos we've done on there, maybe a little bit.
That is true. But he's rich. So
Noah zero.
Me, zero.
Noah zero.
But-
yeah. Well, maybe I have to see if he's a r/ golfer.
He's
So
just-
yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of exciting.
It
It
is.
is exciting.
Yeah. Should we take a break and be right back?
I
Yep.
think we should.
Let's do it.
Okay.
All right, guys, we're back from the break, and again, just doing some scrolling, seeing what's going on.
Oh, yeah. Got our finger on the pulse.
I think I got some good golf knowledge / golf facts that a lot of people might not know of, but when I was sitting here looking at them, like, holy shit, these are unreal.
Okay. Please go on.
So let's start this thing off. So this one is things you might not know about Ted Scott. And Ted Scott is Scotty.
Number one thing I don't know is I don't know who Ted Scott is.
I'm about to tell you. Ted Scott is Scotty Scheffler's caddy.
Okay.
Okay, so Ted Scott was a 1994 World Foosball champion.
Hell yeah, Ted.
So not only is he a world-class caddy, he's also world champion.
He knows how to
in
work
foosball.
those sticks.
And
it's
also-
it's very similar motion of operating a foosball table as it is pulling a club out of a bag.
Yeah,
Directly translates.
kind of. They also both involve a little white ball.
Mm-hmm.
So
He was born for it.
I don't know. It's like Ted Scott gets into pickleball. Maybe he just does like no holes in the ball and paints it white.
I mean, think about it. He's got the bag right here. Pulls the club out.
Boom.
Puts the club in. Foosball. Move the stick. Pull the stick.
Little wrist action. in
Little
there.
wrist
He's
action.
probably got arthritis
He's
like a
fucking-
motherfucker.
Or the best in shape wrists ever.
One or the other.
I bet if Ted Scott were to pursue another world championship, it would be in skee ball. You know, at like arcades where they have a little bowling
Or like
deal
old
with the
people shuffleboard.
Old people shuffleboard be another one. Bocce ball.
Yeah.
Mm.
Anything that involves a ball that's potentially white or can be painted white.
Yep.
He's going to go down as one of the greatest caddies on earth.
Okay,
Maybe-
so he
maybe
won
not.
foosball. What else do we not know
He
about
once
it?
taught himself to play piano just being on the road.
Nice. Bored, I get it.
Unbelievable. Ted Scott is said to be about a +4 handicap.
Pretty good.
Okay, if you're going to choose a guy to be your caddy, you probably want him to be somewhat of a decent golfer. If he's anywhere below a scratch golfer, it might be a good decision.
Mm-hmm. Because don't caddies like pre-play the course to kind of get distances and scout a little bit?
I know. I'm sure they walk the course.
Yeah, I think
I don't know if they pre-play it.
I'm pretty sure they do.
When your player's away, the caddies will play.
Yeah.
I think we can just go with that for now.
Yep. That's a fact.
Scott was set to retire before Scotty Scheffler called him.
Who was he with before? I remember he was with another really good golfer.
I don't remember.
Can you look that up,
Yeah.
Noah? I'm pretty sure he had another pretty famous golfer he caddied for before Scotty.
If there's one thing that'll pull you out of retirement or like on the verge of retirement, I think it's probably to become Scotty Scheffler's caddy.
Because he became Scotty Scheffler's caddy right before Scotty went on the tear. So a lot of people were like, I mean, the writing's on the wall.
Correct. Yep.
It was Bubba Watson.
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly. Yep. And I think he became Scotty's caddy right before the Waste Management we were at.
Gotcha.
So that was like, does Scotty reach these heights without Mr. Scott?
Yeah. And I mean, you look at someone like Bubba Watson, was that kind of like, he was tearing it up in the early mid 2000s,
Mm-hmm.
won the Masters. And then
He won the Masters back to back, didn't he?
I'm not sure. I don't want to be definitive with that.
I'll
one
Google
'cause,
it before I get fucking roasted. Oh my God, my mic just broke.
Bubba Watson I believe he just got cut from the Live Tour because he's just not, he's getting old too. He's Tiger's generation. And then the last one, Ted Scott had a front row seat to Tiger's 2000 Canadian Open win. He was caddying for the runner up of that tournament, Grant Waite.
My fucking mic stand just broke. I'm literally Freddie Mercurying
Okay.
this shit right now.
We're handheld right now. All right. I got some other golf knowledge for you guys. President Woodrow Wilson played over 1,200 rounds of golf during his 8 years in office from 1913 to 1921. That's nearly 1 one round every 2 days.
Okay, sorry. I wasn't listening because I found the Bubba Watson stat. He didn't win them back to back, but he won them in 12 and 14.
Gotcha.
So missed a one in the middle. Okay, please say your
President
fact.
Woodrow Wilson played over 1,200 rounds of golf during his 8 years in office from 1913 to 1921. That's nearly one round every 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
When was he presidenting?
Well, business is all done on the golf course.
Is foreign business done on the golf course too? Is foreign policy?
It's a good question.
He was president from 1913 to 1921.
Yep.
So golf was
during
probably
his 8 years from in office from 1913 to 1921.
So pretty sure World War I had just wrapped up. So maybe they were chilling.
Maybe they were in high spirits.
That was, I mean, he had to do something good because he set up the Roaring 20s.
Yeah, when was the Great Depression?
Right after the Roaring 20s.
Is that why we landed in the Great Depression? Is because Woodrow was playing golf every other day?
Maybe. I don't know. I think the Great Depression had mostly to do with the Dust Bowl.
No, I'm with you, Tyler.
Which is just, it was overuse of the soil.
Something to think about, though. Maybe a conspiracy theory that's not out there yet.
Woodrow Wilson. Golf ruined the U.S. economy in the Great Depression.
Yeah. Okay, next one. Jalen Hurts couldn't play golf with Barack Obama because of a no golf clause in his contract.
In Jalen Hurts' contract?
Really? How is golf hurting? I mean, I get the no extracurricular sports things in when you're paying somebody $80 million, but how is golf going to hurt them?
And maybe it was like no golf during the NFL season or something like that. But he after he signed his $255 million contract, opportunity to play golf with Barack, and couldn't. No golf clause in his contract.
Interesting.
I also know that there's been players who have there's been actors for sure that have negotiated golf into their movie contracts.
Oh yeah, fun fact about Chris Harrison, former host of The Bachelor.
Mm-hmm.
He said he was pretty heavily involved in choosing who the next Bachelor was going to be every time, and he would always try to pick someone that he knew would golf with him when they would go on, like, they'd go overseas and like go to these luxurious places. He would always try to pick a bachelor that he knew golf, so he would have someone to golf with when they would go to all these cool ass places.
No kidding.
Yep.
That's kind of sweet.
So yeah, you're right. I know actors do that too. They'll like, I need Tuesday mornings off to golf while we're shooting on location.
So I can't remember who it was. It was recent. I don't know if it was Mark Wahlberg or somebody had golf negotiated in their contract. It was an older guy. I can't remember who it was. But I mean, hey, if you're getting to that age where you're like, if I'm going to do this movie, you're in Hawaii or overseas somewhere, it's like, fuck yeah, I'm going to work that into the contract. Just leave the fucking mic stand.
I do. It's pissing me off
to the side.
It was Samuel L. Jackson.
That's who it was.
Golf clause in his movie contract, so he makes sure he can get in his needed time on the golf course.
Speaking of golf movies, I had a buddy from my hometown get called for the Happy Gilmore background casting.
Are they just?
And he was like,
shit.
Yeah, he's like, he is the perfect person he fits the Happy Gilmore vibe perfectly. Just kind of a little like good happy guy, but a little bit of a degenerate, loves golf, but is not that great at it, but like good enough to like be in a scramble team. And he applied for it and got a call. And they're like, hey, you got to come to LA to do it. And then he's like, I can't do that. It's like, what'd you fucking expect, man?
Oh, why are we just hearing about this now?
What do you mean?
Did it just happen?
Yeah, it happened like last. You remember when they did the open casting call?
Yeah.
He signed up for it and got a call back.
They're just now calling back,
I guess.
What was the application process like?
I don't know. I didn't try it.
Well, can you ask him?
Sure. I'll ask him right now.
I mean,
I wonder how long he would have to be in LA, if it was like a week, couple days, that type of thing.
That's what we're about to find out.
Yeah.
All right, this one's kind of interesting. So you guys have heard all the reports about how Scotty Scheffler still drives like his original vehicle that he bought before he started making a shit pot of money. It was a I think it was like some sort of Tahoe or Yukon or whatever it was. It had 200,000 miles on it, and Scotty Scheffler is selling it and all of the proceeds go to charity. Now, do you know who had like the highest bid or who bought Scotty Scheffler's old vehicle?
Ted.
Jim Nance.
No shit.
Do you know how much he bought it for?
Oh boy.
20 grand.
This old vehicle, 200,000 miles.
Chevy Suburban.
It
was a GMC 2012 GMC Yukon with 200,000 miles on it.
GMC Yukon, 200K miles. Jim Nance bid $50K on the side.
Hell yeah, Nance.
Unbelievable. Like, I mean, that vehicle goes for $5-6 grand
with that many miles.
Oh, easily
$8 grand, maybe. 50 G's to charity. Jim Nance had a connection to this charity, which is why he bought it. And he's a good guy at the same time.
How much do you think the Scotty Scheffler vehicle that he used to drag the cop goes for now?
Well, that was a rental.
Yeah.
And that thing has got to be in some sort of glass case.
I hope so. That's a piece of golf history now.
Yeah.
You buy that in a signed Scotty Scheffler mugshot.
I bet someone at fucking Hertz or
like an Enterprise Rent-A-Car.
Enterprise Rent-A-Car was like got their hands on that. I'm buying this thing right now.
Use their employee discount before people realize how famous that car is going to be.
I mean that goes down. That like goes into the Sports Hall of Fame, the Professional Golf Hall of Fame.
I love it.
On April 20th, 1997, Tom Lehman, who has designed a bunch of courses. We play the Lehman or Lehman. We play the Lehman course at Craigens. 1997, he reached world number 1, but lost it the following week. That makes him the only player to ever hold world number 1 for a single week.
So he's held it for the shortest amount of time.
Correct.
That sucks, Tom.
That sucks.
Hey,
bad.
at least he got it. There's a lot of people that never got it.
For sure. He can say at one point in my career, I was world number 1.
For 7 days, I was the best golfer on the planet.
That's it's actually kind of crazy because
I don't think I've ever even been the best golfer in my friend group for 7 days.
Unless you're shooting the lowest score of a round and you don't play and you aren't going to play for a couple, like I don't.
But still, like they're out there playing better rounds than me in those 7 days.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, good on you though, Tom.
Regardless. Little John Daly stat for you here. Over his career, JD1 has made 13 hole-in-ones and 12 albatrosses.
Jesus.
How old is he? I'm just trying to think 60? Of like how many that would average per
60
per year, per 5 years or whatever.
13 hole-in-ones and 12 albatrosses.
Just a walk in the park for this guy.
Now, there's the big debate of like what's harder, a hole-in-one or an albatross.
Albatrosses.
That's what I'm saying. So he's got damn near as many albatrosses as he does hole-in-ones.
Damn. Well, I mean, because you think about it, he doesn't lay up ever.
No.
So,
he's a big hitter.
His albatrosses are probably like 160, 170 yard albatrosses.
Yeah.
Which is kind of equates to a hole-in-one.
I would like to know the distances of each albatross.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they definitely have that stat somewhere. Like has he sunk a 250 yard albatross? That would be fucking crazy.
Unreal.
I can't even hit a fucking drive 250 yards on a good day.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Jesus, dude. Okay, and we're gonna finish this off with a little hypothetical. You have 4 options here with $1 million on the line. Okay. Option number 1, Patrick Mahomes touchdown in the 4th quarter. Let's say game-winning drive, Patty Mahomes touchdown.
He can run it
4th quarter
or throw it.
Yeah, you can do. He just needs a touchdown.
We're just saying like they fair caught the kickoff.
We're saying game-winning drive, 4th quarter.
Right.
Patty Mahomes touchdown.
Is one drive. Okay.
Option 2, Scotty Scheffler up and down in a major to win it. Option 3, Steph Curry 3-pointer at the buzzer to win the game. Or option 4, a messy penalty kick in the 90th minute for $1 million. Option 1, Patty Mahomes. Option 2, Scotty Scheffler up and down. Option 3, Steph Curry buzzer beater. Option 4, Messi penalty kick.
$1 million on the line. I'm going Messi penalty kick.
I'm going Messi penalty kick.
I was going Messi penalty kick as well.
Because it's at that point, it's 1v1. You don't have 11 guys on defense that potentially can stop you. Scotty Scheffler's 1v1 still, but there's so many more things. A penalty kick is just one kick.
And Messi's in the MLS now.
So correct.
Which is a much less talented
We'll say to win the World Cup. How about?
Okay. I mean, I'm still going to take Messi.
Me too.
1v1 anybody.
He has one of the best conversion rates when it comes to penalty kicks, and that is 77%.
Okay, so 77%. What is Steph Curry's percentage from three?
Penalty conversion rate? That has to be a PK, right?
Yeah, penalty kick conversion rate.
Steph Curry, 3-point percentage. Let's just go based off of this year. He's shooting 42%, which is crazy, but that is
so that's the odds are still worse. Patty Mahomes, way too many variables.
Patrick Mahomes.
Fucking Xavier Worthy could tip a ball up, it gets picked. There's too many things that are out of his control.
You at least leave it entirely in the hands of the feet of Messi in that situation. Honestly,
the only two things that are up for debate, even in my mind, I'm eliminating Mahomes and Steph Curry right away. So, the Scotty up and down is tough.
Let me interject. Patrick Mahomes has 17 fourth quarter comebacks and 20 game-winning drives in his career.
So he's okay.
I wonder what that is out of,
out of 20.
Yeah.
Is it was 17 out of 20?
No, he has 17 fourth quarter comebacks. So he could have taken the lead in the game in the fourth quarter.
Right.
And then 20 game-winning drives. So games on the line, you got one drive left.
I wonder how many times he's failed.
It's a good question
to convert, but I
think I'm still eliminating the Mahomes comeback just because, especially with the supporting cast he has this year, there's too many things that can go wrong. There's too many other people to rely on. So I'm still sticking with Messi, but I think Scotty Scheffler up and down to win is a second place.
Okay. Scotty Scheffler's scrambling percentage from 10 to 20 yards is 73%.
Right. Yeah, he's firm in second place. If we're going to go based off of numbers, Messi wins.
Because Messi's 70-some% penalty kick percentage.
Yeah. 76 or 77, he said?
77.
Scotty's 73% up and down from 10 to 20 yards.
Yep. Steph Curry's shooting 42% from three.
Steph Curry 3-point percentage.
He's about
426. So let's say almost 50% of the time Steph Curry makes it. Granted, it's a different situation. Games on the line, buzzer beater.
Right.
So you have to put a shot up that you may not even want to take.
Right. I mean, which he's historically made a ton of.
So I think the final two, if you just go bracket style 2v2, Scotty Scheffler beats Patrick Mahomes and Messi beats Steph Curry. So in the championship of this hypothetical, $1 million on the line, you have Scotty Scheffler up and down to win a major and Messi penalty kick, as we're saying, to win the World Cup.
I'm sticking with Messi.
Me too.
Because the only other person in this conversation that could be considered the GOAT is Patrick Mahomes, and he's already eliminated. Messi is up there as the GOAT.
$1 million.
$1 million. Messi
for sure.
Hands down, I would be very nervous with the rest of those. I would only be slightly nervous with Messi.
Because up and down is 2 strokes. Let's just, if we break it down this way, a penalty kick is one kick stroke, whatever you want to compare it with.
Yeah, for sure. It's the most controllable out of all of them. It's a 1v1 situation. There's one action being taken. And he is in a lot of people's minds the best to ever play the game.
I couldn't agree more. I also think the celebration of a PK to win the World Cup would be so much better than an up and down to win a major.
Oh yeah, the celebration would be fantastic. Scotty can't knee slide across the green.
No,
he'll get fucking
exactly.
YouTube commenters will kill him.
Yeah, why aren't more golfers the celebrations in golf need to be, the ante needs to be upped.
Right. All we get is like fist bumps.
And you get a little wave to the crowd.
Yeah, there's nothing cool. I mean, and if someone did try something cool, they would get frowned upon by the snobs of golf.
Who are they waving at anyways? I know it's the crowd,
gallery, yeah.
But like the little wave in golf to me it's probably one of the weirder things.
No, I love when golfers get fired up though. Like
me too.
Tiger fucking flexing on people and a hard fist bump. Like, and it's crazy that's the height. That is the height of celebrating in golf.
For sure.
Is maybe like a jump up, hug your caddy situation.
Bryson gets pretty fired up. I like seeing that.
Yeah, but nobody's doing anything cool.
No.
It's just, it is raw emotion, like the flexing and the fist bumping and the jumping around. But you've never seen a putt celebration?
No, and the only place you can celebrate the only place that calls for celebration in golf is a putt. You're not going to like celebrate a really good drive. I mean, maybe. If you
hit a hole in one.
If you hit a hole in one.
That's the only time you're celebrating in the tee box. You're right.
Yes.
As a hole in one.
And even when guys chip in from say like 50 to 100 yards, a lot of times they don't even see the ball.
They got to run up there quick.
Right. Or they just
kind of
like
kills the momentum.
They hear the crowd and they're like, oh, that's sweet. Whereas like a putt, you sink a 50-foot putt, you're going to be pretty fired up.
Yeah, I want golfers start taking their shirts off and running around and spinning it like
Harry
soccer
Higgs.
players.
Harry Higgs, Joel Damon.
Gee, that's electric. We all love that shit.
That's why the Waste Management is like the biggest tournament for celebration out there. Like Liv is trying to do their thing and get the music and like get people pumped. It's not working. It's got to be raw emotion and it's got to be at the Waste Management.
Yep. Man, that's all I got, Ryan. Fucking Messi.
Okay.
Hammer that $1 million.
Give me a milli, Messi. Ladies and gents, that's it for this week. We'll be back again next week. Special guest Jordan Weber, rich guy, simulator golf.
I don't know if he's gonna love that label.
Highest earner he'll be the highest earner in the podcast room by far. See you guys next week.
Love you.